Hello, Gems. Welcome to another episode of Social Gems, where the spotlight isn't just on the latest trends, it's on the people shaping the trends. I'm your host, Honey, and today we are diving deep with the most exciting voices in the content creation world. From the viral moments to the game-changing content, and together we are going to uncover what drives the creativity and what has pushed the passion to make a successful platform. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Nyaika Edwin. Hi Nyaika.
Hi.
You're welcome on our platform.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you here. Kindly introduce yourself and then we'll dive into the questions.
Hi guys, my name is Edwin Nyaika, photographer, videographer, retired engineer,
Retired.
and thriving hustler.
Okay, Nyaika, I want to start from where it all started. I want you to tell me about your childhood and, did you know you'd be this person you are today or?
Childhood. Childhood was, in short, I was a very stubborn kid. I was doing pretty much everything that seemed that could get anyone's attention, so I was doing the most. I was a very stubborn kid. I loved attention. But straightforward to why I did photography.
Yeah.
After graduating, there was
After the engineering?
Yeah. No, before the engineering.
Ah, okay.
So after graduating, there was no jobs. So I've told this story multiple times. My cousin used to do side hustles in photography. So he asked me to go with him on a couple of...
Is that William?
Yes.
Ah, nice.
So
shout out to William.
So he would ask me to go with him to help him out on these things. And slowly I learned how to take pictures, got good. Fast forward, I'm doing wildlife. I'm traveling to the different game parks with a camera.
Yeah.
I take pictures of those animals. I realized that I actually like shooting animals.
Yeah.
But then over the years, I realized animals also don't pay, so I had to switch gears and give more attention to the people. Thank you guys for paying. So I started shooting events, parties.
Yeah.
And then I got a former job at the Innovation Village where I was doing, where I was working as a photographer.
Yeah.
And then slowly I picked up videography because the person I used to work with, Deepak, was doing the videos and I would help him. So I learned how to also do videos and edit those.
Nice.
And fast forward, we have Fireboy coming to Uganda, but because I used to take my pictures and videos and share them on the internet, I like attention.
We see
the right people started seeing my work, and so when Fireboy came to Uganda, Johnny Walker, the UBL guys, there's one of their agencies reached out to me to do for them content for their brand. So I went because they had a set up there for their products. So they asked me to go do content for their influencers and the shop itself and the people consuming. But that only took a couple of hours. So when the main act got on stage, I already had access to the backstage, so I go there and used my,
skills.
Yes, to get into very nice videos and pictures of this guy. And everything else is history.
It kicked off. Wow. That's an amazing journey. So what inspired you to pick the camera for the first time? And what's the picture you took, if you remember?
So my very first picture that I remember was I think in 2010. I had so my baba had interesting story. So I used to own a Motorola W220.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, W220. It was a Motorola W220. It's a flip, but I didn't have a camera. So it was in very good shape. So I went to my barber, who used to own a motor razor which had a camera on it. But it was in a questionable shape, so we did a swap.
Yeah.
Because mine was in better shape, but his had a
His
camera,
wasn't.
something I was
Yeah.
interested in. So we do a swap. And first time I got that camera, I went out, that phone, I went out, charged it, and wanted to take a picture of the sun.
The sun.
Yes.
Wow.
I looked up, I'm like, this looks like an interesting subject.
Yeah.
Can take a picture. I point up, I take the picture, and the camera becomes red.
Red?
Yeah. So
How
like the
is
sensor,
it that?
So when I took a picture, the sensor became red. So every other picture that I wanted to take after that was basically red. It was dead.
Why was that? Is it
The sensor was shady and the sun was too bright and too much light, something the phone couldn't handle. So that was, I think, the very first picture I remember. And after that, I got obsessed with camera phones.
Yeah.
The first requirement before I bought a phone at that time was the camera. And it shows in every...
I remember watching some content of yours and you were telling people not to not first invest in cameras, or they can use their phones to get quality content,
Yes.
which I feel like was good advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this interview is being shot on, that looks like a Nikon Z something, Z2 or Z1.
Yeah.
But I could actually replicate the same results with two phones, which are half the price of that camera. All you need is proper lighting and sound and everything. You could create the same results. So if you can't afford expensive gear like this,
yeah, you can start small.
The trick is to start.
Yeah, start.
And everything, comes afterwards.
Flows, yeah. I think that's what most people really need to understand. We always have excuses of, I can't start because I don't have a tripod, I can't start because I don't have a camera. But you can start with whatever you have and then everything will just follow through.
Interesting thing about starting. I think last year I went to DRC with Ivas Digital. And KQ left my luggage behind. I kept my camera and the things I need to use
the one
in my backpack. But the other things like the tripod, lights and everything were in my carry-on luggage.
Yeah.
And not carry-on, check-in luggage. Those things remained behind. They came on the last day we were supposed to come back.
Oh my God.
So which means if I didn't start shooting,
you would have missed out after flying out for
the tripod, I was using a piece of wood. There's even a video somewhere where I'm using a piece of wood as a tripod.
Wow.
And I think sound, I was using, I put my phone in the phone I put in the interview was interviewee.
Yeah, interviewee. Yeah.
His pocket to get that audio. Yeah. And then put the boom mic on my camera to get scratch audio that I can use to sync with a good audio. So you have to just start and work.
All in all, we just have to thank us for being creative. Like, if you didn't use your creative mind, you wouldn't have pulled it off. You would be complaining, calling the airline, like, why are you holding me back?
Exactly.
That's interesting. So how do you approach creating a photo by telling a story?
So, personally, I'm a terrible storyteller. I thrive in capturing moments.
But you're doing well so far.
Yes. But I thrive in capturing moments and I let the moments do the story.
Tell the story, That's interesting.
So when I go to an event, I'm not like, this is the shot I want, no.
Yeah.
I don't write down, I don't plan, I'm terrible at planning. So I get into the venue and whatever looks interesting is what I shoot.
Yeah.
Because deep down inside, the viewers or the clients, most of the time don't know what they want to see. Yeah. But if I get there and I see things that
so you're the curator, you're supposed to show them what they have to see.
Yes, I dictate what you should say.
That's interesting. What's the weirdest thing you've ever photographed?
I don't know if it's weird, but there was a lion gutting a buffalo in Kidepo.
What?
Okay, they'd eaten the buffalo and they had split its intestines and they were out and there were flies all over. The lion was there protecting the carcass. I think 2 days later. So we got there when it was starting to rot and there's lots of flies and whatever. It looked nasty, but for the naked eye, but for me, the creator, I thought it looked really interesting. So I was able
So
to
people
capture.
found it weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was able to get pictures of the flies flying around in perfect motion with the lion sitting next to the carcass.
Nice.
It was nasty.
I would love to see that picture. I don't think I would find it nasty.
I think I'll send it to you. I didn't get the eyeballs I needed at that time, but it was a nice picture according to me.
Interesting.
And nasty. Yeah.
So Nyaika, how do you navigate a social media beef, like the wrangles and competition and all that is thrown on social media? How do you overcome?
So I wouldn't call it necessarily beef, but I'll quote my favorite rapper every chance I get.
Who's that?
Jermaine Cole.
Okay.
So there's a verse where it says, the more we get bigger, the more our egos are likely to collide. So in the industry, there is obviously a couple of characters trying to. There's a couple of characters doing very well for themselves.
Yeah.
Which is very nice, and I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
It's just that sometimes, people don't like comparisons, people don't like competition.
Yeah.
Even when they're compared to others, sometimes they'll take it negatively or not accept that, there is someone else who is probably better or doing
but then I feel
as
like
good as them. So
we forget that we all start from zero to somewhere.
yeah.
The way you held that camera the first time and you took a picture of an animal, and then with time you realized this is not my thing because it's not paying. It wasn't even about paying, but it wasn't your thing. And then you pushed further into achieving what you do best. So I feel like we should, comparison is not good because everyone is good at something, but we also learn from each other. So I also don't think such beef is necessary, and we have to lift each other up and not put each other down. Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a failure to accept that, especially I failure to accept that as much as using Samsung, there's an iPhone which is probably better at something else.
Yeah.
And you can coexist in this industry. The bread is enough for everyone. So
yeah, it's enough. The sky is too big.
But it's just egos colliding, which is expected in this industry, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have female content creators or photographers showing you the same nasty energy?
Those people are my friends. Some of them inspired me. Some of them I used to look up to.
That's amazing. Shout out to all the ladies.
Zahara Abdul, Kajambo, that lady.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
Ooh. And then another person. You probably don't know this, but Martha K.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a photographer.
Yes.
And
so long before I picked up a camera, I used to look up to her.
Nice. Shout out to Martha K.
There is Aja.
Yeah. Nice.
And documentary, sports, and all those things. Those three ladies, I've been looking up to them for a long time. And then there is also our mentor, Stella Nantongo.
Stella Nantongo, shout out
from
to you.
UPPA. She used to curate all these talk shows or mentorship, whatever, for us aspiring photographers. And I learned a lot from them. And
thank you.
Tomorrow I'll be now talking to the younger photographers thanks to her. So
thank you.
These ladies have been very.
Shout out to the ladies in the content creation world. You're doing amazing to support the gents as their fellow gents are fighting. So Nyaika, how do you manage being an influencer and a photographer at the same time?
So
how does it work for you?
So before that, I used to actually separate both of those worlds.
Yeah.
Worlds.
Yeah, worlds.
So I used to keep the content on Instagram and then influence on Twitter. Make the noise on Twitter and the other side
Yeah,
share the
because
good
on
stuff.
Twitter they know you for noise.
But along the way, I realized that there is actually more clients on what? On Twitter, because on Instagram everyone is uploading pictures. So your pictures, as much as they're good, they tend to get lost in that.
In the mix,
Yes, but for Twitter, they always stand out because people are mostly typing, putting
and
names.
tagging,
So when you see a good picture, you're like, yeah, that's a good picture. Who is this person? So I shifted gears and also included
X.
Yeah. So I
Nice.
try to balance both of those worlds. That's the question. How do I balance both?
Yeah,
being
how
an
do you come out?
influencer?
Yeah.
So those two work hand in hand because now, as an influencer, I'm taking on roles where I'm trying to inspire the younger photographers, trying the guys who are aspiring to be content creators, trying to inspire those people.
You inspire me as well. Don't forget,
So yeah, I try to inspire these guys into creative. And then for the photography and all those things, I use it to actually, so the photography, I do the good stuff, make it stand out so that these people who I'm trying to inspire and influence look at me as an authority in that particular field. So that when I talk, they listen.
Peak,
When I tell them things, they actually pay attention, as opposed to if I wasn't, if I was just an influencer, then I can't tell them about photography. And if I was just a photographer, then I can't influence them too. So it works.
It's for balancing the board. Amazing. So if your camera could talk, what would it say about your work habits?
Work habit?
Yeah.
I am. Is that the right question? Okay.
Yeah.
Work habits. I am only looking out for the good stuff. The people who are looking nice, the people who are doing things that look nice on camera. I will never film
anything that looks bad.
Yes. Things that look bad. You're not dressed nicely, you're drunk and falling down, you're dressed indecently to a very unacceptable level where you're private person. Those are things I'll never shoot, and my camera knows it.
Oh, but I love your content for Kampala branch. It's amazing.
Shout out to Brian
for
bringing all those amazing people together.
All those hot. Yeah.
But even at that branch, if I see someone actually, you'll notice I rarely or never upload people who are smoking, because I feel like that is out of pockets to be seen. I don't want you to be seen smoking. I don't want to. I would never film you actually drinking irresponsibly. If you've drunk and fallen down, I'll never film such things. I'd rather actually not have it than shoot it and not upload it. I prefer not to have it, because you never know where my content will end up, or lose a hard drive and someone will find it and upload it. So I'd rather not shoot it at all. Also
not to damage their families, like people who don't know they smoke and they see your picture online and they're like, oh my God.
I try to look out for you guys.
Thank you. So if you were to collaborate with any brand or person, which one would that be, or who would the person be in your field of content?
Okay. So one day I will collaborate with Lukman Ali.
Lukman Ali.
Yes. One day.
Yeah. But I thought you guys had collaborated because you give the same vibes.
We've been on projects together, but we're doing different roles. There was one for Uganda Airlines. We're doing different roles.
So you'd want to like do the filming with him and directing and all that, or
yes. I don't have to. I don't want to direct. He's the director.
Just the filming
want to be on
part.
the camera, like
I'm the
like,
one.
Like, I want to be able to take instructions from him someday. Then there is when he was filming another movie of his. I think I was working for Motive. So I was doing sort of a behind the scenes, whatever.
Yeah.
Another person I would like to collaborate with is Peter McKinnon.
Peter Magnan.
Yeah, he's a Canadian videographer, photographer, amazing guy.
Nice.
I started watching his channel about cameras, content, and everything.
Yeah.
And when he had about 500K subscribers. Now he's at, I think, 6 million
What?
subscribers, and I still follow him to that dot. So everything he puts out, I watch.
Yeah.
Or I follow his instructions.
Yeah.
He mentored me a lot. There's a lot of YouTubers that I usually watch, and I still watch up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is, as much as you guys get good and all that,
yeah,
to stay updated and stay relevant in the industry, you need to follow these people and these trends. The reason most of you guys still buy Canon 5Ds, 3Ds, and whatever is because you guys are stubborn. You see what your friend is using, your friend who doesn't, watch YouTube and whatever, or follow these things, and you be like, Nyaika. You see me with an S7 III and be like, I want Nyaika's camera.
Not knowing why you have that.
Yeah, it's because I can't afford the new stuff.
Yeah.
There is always something better.
Yeah.
If you just take some minutes and watch YouTube, you will find amazing deals, amazing gear that is very affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to do research for yourself.
Nice. Try to do research for yourself to get better. Yeah. So Nyaika. The city is always buzzing your name and about your content creation and all. I want to know what makes you tick. Like, why do people look for you? Is it like the PR? Is it your work ethic? Is it that you deliver work on time? I just want to know what.
So I think I already answered that, but it's a bit of all the things you just mentioned. Because of who I am, I try to uphold an image. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are brands I want to mention that focus on the indecent parts of content, hoping to get more eyeballs through that. That is good for eyeballs, but it's bad PR in the long run.
Yeah.
You're not going to get UN people calling you to give you gigs because of where your interests lie. Then two, I work very fast. The reason I move around with the latest iPhones and iPads and whatever is because those tools help me work a lot faster than the everyday creator who has to go back home,
pick a tripod, a camera, and all that.
Yeah, so if we're at an event, the everyday guy will have to go back home, import onto his laptop or computer, edit, and then upload. While me, as it's happening, I'm importing directly on my phone and uploading. Yeah, in real time. So
nice.
that's one of the differences. That's one of the things that makes me tick. Two, what was the other question?
Well, just that, like, you can just give me more points.
So I figured out how to optimize my workflow to work in real time, which is one of the things that makes me tick. So if clients are looking if they have something happening now and they want their audiences to know about it now, they're most likely going to call me because I will upload and keep them updated now. So that's one of the things that makes me tick.
Nice.
Something that I hope most of us can learn to do.
Well, you all should learn from him, and you should ask him to mentor you because he is really amazing. Yep. Nyaika, I think we've come to the end of our questions today from Social Gems. Yep. It's been amazing having you here, and you've answered everything perfectly, and I hope everyone who's watching can learn a thing or two from this conversation. And shout out to Aleph for the space and the amazing milkshake and latte. Yeah.
So before you even leave, I always tell you guys to upload those pictures, those videos on your hard drives. Upload them.
Yeah.
They are bins until you upload them and someone actually likes them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't be scared of uploading because when you created that content, it was for a purpose. I've been like that. I used to take a lot of pictures in my phone and like keep everything to me, and time goes on and on. But then the time you took it, it meant something. And if you put it out there, it will mean something to someone. So upload. Thank you.
You're welcome.